You are listening to The Vocal Technologist. Spoken Tech for your ears.
Welcome, everyone, to Vocal Technologist. It's Web3 Wednesday, and today we're digging into InfoSec. We're aiming to pull out the really crucial stuff from, well, a pretty noisy landscape of data breaches, AI weirdness, and more.
Yeah, things move incredibly fast in security. So our goal is really to highlight what you need to know to stay, informed and hopefully a bit more secure.
Okay, let's jump right in then. We've seen some pretty big data exposures hitting the news recently, affecting a lot of people.
Oh, definitely. The scale can be quite something. Take Orange, Belgium. We're talking 850,000 customers impacted there.
Wow. And what kind of data are we talking about?
Personal details mostly. Names, phone numbers, SIM card details, even PK codes and their tariff plans. The good news, if you can call it that, is no passwords or financial info were exposed in that one.
Still, that's a lot of specific info out there. And wasn't there another telco incident? TPG.
Right, TPG Telecom's iNet. Smaller scale, around 280,000 customers, but still emails, phone numbers, addresses, even some setup passwords got out.
How did that happen?
Looks like it came down to a stolen employee login, which, really underscores how often the human element or compromised internal access is the weak link, not always some super sophisticated hack.
It often comes back to basics, doesn't it? And even the tech giants are constantly playing catch-up, right? Apple had another patch?
Exactly. Apple just dealt with its 7th zero-day vulnerability for 2025. That's CVE 2025-43300 for anyone tracking.
7th already. And what was this one?
A memory corruption issue in their Image.io framework.
Yeah.
Basically, how iPhones, iPads, Macs handle images. And because it was a 0-day, it means attackers were already exploiting it out in the wild.
So the message there is pretty clear.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Update your devices now. It's essential.
Okay, moving on to something maybe a bit stranger. This idea of scamlexity with AI browsers like Comet, what is that about?
Right, so these agentic AI browsers are AIs designed to surf the web and do tasks for you automatically. Think of a bot booking appointments or researching things.
Sounds useful, potentially.
Potentially, yes. But scamlexity highlights how surprisingly easy they are to trick. They can be fooled into clicking malicious links, revealing information, or even making unauthorized purchases.
So the AI is, too, trusting.
Kind of, yeah. They lack that human intuition for scams or subtle red flags.
Yeah.
It shows a pretty significant security gap in how these autonomous systems are designed right now. Needs more work, clearly.
That's pretty wild. But it's not just these cutting-edge AI issues. We're still seeing very real, almost traditional cyber threats causing physical problems.
Oh, absolutely. We're seeing reports of Russia-linked groups targeting critical infrastructure, specifically water facilities in places like Norway and Poland.
That's genuinely scary. Digital attacks with tangible, real-world consequences on essential services.
It really is, and it brings security out of the purely digital realm.
And speaking of unexpected dangers closer to home, that FreeZPN one story was quite something.
Yeah, that one was shocking. A popular Chrome extension marked it for privacy.
But it wasn't private at all.
Not even close. It was secretly taking screenshots of user screens, capturing potentially very sensitive data, passwords, financial info, you name it, and then uploading it all to the developers.
Unbelievable. Really drives home that warning about free online tools, doesn't it, if you're not the customer?
You or your data are probably the product. Exactly. It's a harsh reminder.
Okay, what about less obvious risks? Things lurking inside systems we trust.
Well, there was that interesting case with Microsoft's Copilot AI. For a while, it apparently broke the audit logging in Microsoft 365 for file access.
Meaning
Someone could access files and there'd be no trace of it in the logs. A huge potential compliance hole.
And Microsoft.
They fixed it. But they apparently didn't notify customers about the period when the logging was broken. So companies might have this gap in their records and not even know it. Creates a real blind spot.
Right, lack of transparency, there's also a risk. Okay, so it sounds quite challenging out there, but it's not all, doom and gloom, is it?
Are there new defenses emerging? Definitely not all gloom. There's always innovation on the defensive side, too. We're seeing tools like Ring Reaper, for example.
What's that?
It's an evasion agent for Linux EDR systems, endpoint detection and response. Basically, it helps security teams test and bypass standard monitoring on Linux. It's quite an advanced tool for red teaming or defense testing.
Okay, more for the security pros then.
Yes. And another interesting one is Chalk. It focuses on capturing build time metadata. This helps organizations track exactly where their software components came from and what's inside them, even after they're deployed. Helps with supply chain security.
That sounds useful. And for businesses just trying to handle the day-to-day, like security questionnaires, that's always a grind.
Huh, yeah, tell me about it.
Yeah.
But there's help there too. People are starting to automate that process using RAG retrieval augmented generation.
Re.
Yeah, using large language models like Claude or ChatGPT, but feeding them specifically with the company's own verified documents from their trust center. So the AI can answer questionnaires accurately based on a company's actual security posture. Saves a
Yeah.
ton of time.
Smart. Automating the tedious stuff. Any other quick hits we should mention?
Just a couple. There was a nice win for ethical hackers who managed to expose a North Korean state-sponsored hacking group. And a practical reminder, Windows 10 support officially ends this October. Time to upgrade if you haven't.
Good point on Windows 10. Okay, so wrapping things up for today on Vocal Technologists, we've covered a lot: big breaches, AI's surprising naivety, physical threats, hidden flaws.
Yeah, and I think the main takeaway through all of this is just the need for constant vigilance,
Hmm.
being informed, adapting, how you interact with tech, how closely you look at its security. That really matters for your own resilience.
Absolutely. So for you listening, maybe think about how these stories land with you. How might they change how you secure your digital life, or maybe just make you question a bit more what's going on beneath the surface of the tools you use every day. Thanks for tuning in.
Spoken Tech for your ears.